great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The tight end in motion right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cowboys come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And again, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take it in. Knight's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down.
The offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 39, Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked to the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Ryan. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Or no one was.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a veteran. It's Dontrell Hilliard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Check. 45.
Prescott on play action. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Follow Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for the EA Sports halftime report. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with
Ryan. It's caught by Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. They'll get this off to Taylor.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
A handoff. Taylor with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. Flush to his right. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. To their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. One last shot for Ryan. And it's caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Cowboys, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9.